What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Shonen Jump Aura Collection. My name is DFree, and again, I am not alone because I'm not good enough at explaining this game for you guys by myself, and it's always funner when you have somebody else in the video with you. For this one, we are joined by Woki. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Glad I have not been exiled from these videos
You
yet.
know, I strongly considered it after the last video. Strongly considered it, but you know what? I'm not going to do the man Woki like that. Especially, I don't know if a lot of people caught it, because they were so like caught up in like the despair of the previous summon that, you know, because I tweeted out my light the other day, like yesterday or earlier today, whatever, and people were like, "Wow, why didn't you do that?" I was like, "Well, I kind of put it at the end of the other video. It just didn't really say anything. It was just like a 3-second thing at the very, very dead end that I was like, yo, here, I actually did get the light." So
It was your putting your hand up defeat. It was the you know what I'm talking about. The from
yep,
My Hero.
yep,
It
yep,
was that.
exactly. Oh, the All Might. Yep, totally.
Yep. It was just like doing this.
Yeah, and it was like, oh wow, this is the first summon after I go incredibly deep with Woki. Apparently, the game decided that you were not allowed to see the summon of a light Yagami at all.
Apparently so. The even funnier thing is that after we got done with that, Alex Gaming Claw asked me like, "Hey, should I go deep for it?" And I was like, "Hey man, I just watched DFree. You shouldn't do it." And then as soon as I sent that message, he pulled light.
See, you're bad luck, bro.
I know.
But I can tell you
Sorry.
now, you're good. You're good. I can tell you now. Like if we don't get Ichigo in this, I'll be kind of disappointed, but not super disappointed. Like I might still try some more just because I really want to have Ichigo. He's one of my favorite characters. But you know, we'll be good. But why don't you go ahead and explain for everybody at home why we would want Ichigo? And while you're doing that, I'm gonna jump into our first summon.
Sounds good. So Ichigo, you may know him as the main protagonist from Bleach. He is a STR unit, and his current abilities are buffing up other fellow strength units and swordsmen. And his I don't remember the name of the form. He's like all in like black garb. I'm not familiar enough with Bleach to know what that is.
Yeah, I
Uh,
haven't seen or read Bleach in a couple of years, so I could not tell you. I
yeah,
remember the fight, but I can't remember the exact name of that form. But I'm sure everybody knows what you mean, at
yeah.
least if they're a fan of
When
the
he, when
series.
he's in Yeah, when he's in that form, he's able to hit everyone on the team 3 times with 250% damage, and ignore defense. And
And
the
he
ignoring
jump
defense,
awakens to that form, yeah?
yeah, and the ignore defense is extremely important because currently, he's built to be anti the light and Kurama and Neuro meta. So the intelligent meta currently is built up with light, another unit named Niero, who's also from a 2000s manga that I can't remember at the moment, and Yoko Kurama, which is Kurama's fox form, and they're super crazy tanky. Like it's
Yeah,
maybe
I've
the
had really bad experiences with Light and Yoko Kurama. Like,
yeah.
they'll sit there and just not take any damage, and it's insane.
Yeah, and it's because they have passive, like Nero does it so where when he's at least above 30%, he'll take less damage from.
Ooh, Arale.
Uh,
I know you
oh,
like Arale.
oh yeah, I do. She actually had got a secret buff where she actually takes a super mega less amount from hand-to-hand combat units,
So, like
and I've been
Goku. Wow,
yeah,
they pulled that from the Dragon Ball Super episode.
exactly, and they did it secretly, and I saw it recently, and I've been trying to. Oh
Wow,
man, you
speaking
gotta
of Dragon Ball, we got a Yamcha.
who's actually good in this game too.
Yeah, he's actually been really good like for a long time. I remember when I first started playing, I liked Yamcha a lot.
Yeah, he's it's surprising to say, but he's good. Uh, so that's kind of what the entire int team is based off of, just having so much defense. By the time they use all their stuff, they can just kill you in one blast. And so Ichigo is built specifically to kind of try and stop that meta from. Now that's a show to jump manga I would buy in a heartbeat. Just Krillin by himself throwing a.
Seeing the Yamcha reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, I need to go back because I set this specifically for you and for the viewers, of course.
That's such a. Did you know that if you click on it, you actually get a full view of it with none of the effects around?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's right. I haven't done that in
oh,
a long
it's
time.
sell it, Shonen Jump. Just
Sell it.
put it out in Japan. Put hashtag Krill in it, and we'll know.
We'll know. That's perfect. No, my bad.
Perfect.
Sorry for interrupting you though.
No, that's all good. That was worth interrupting. So Ichigo is built specifically to counter that team in that his ult ignores defense. His moves are super fast. Like with Bobobo in the team, he's able to get his stuff out like 5% faster. And with Yusuke, he also gets like it's like stack on stack on stack, so he can get his stuff out before they can do it. And then also a lot of his skills are like so a lot of light teams, which is why they're annoying, are immune to having their cooldowns reduced. So you not reduced, but they can't be like there are specific moves that like make it so, hashtag growing it. There are specific moves that are like, okay, we move your move back by 5%, and with Nero on the team, that can't happen. So no matter what, you're going to be taking the ult in the face, and you can't stop it from happening. But Ichigo actually has a skill that it doesn't reduce the cooldowns and doesn't stop, like doesn't move it like backwards. It actually just makes them slow. So their charge time is actually slower. So it basically bypasses their effect by going like, well, I can't stop you from doing it, but I can make you super slow. And it's super interesting because a lot of that team is built around the fact that like you can't stop them from doing their moves. And that doesn't stop them, it just makes them so slow that they don't have a chance to do it.
That's epic.
Yeah, I think he has a really solid like skill set passive wise. The only thing that he's missing is a team.
What about Rukia? We got to use Rukia on the team with him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that that's so
and Zoro right there.
Yeah, so there's two ways currently you can try and build him, and me and Zen have gone back and forth. Zen actually pulled him. I wasn't able to pull him off of one ticket because like there's
one ticket really.
Yeah, well, I can't. I don't got that DFree stuff. I have to scrimp and save.
well, one ticket, Wookie. Damn, not even a single one ticket.
Yeah, one ticket. I thought like maybe it's like a really funny goof. I would get him off of one ticket. It didn't happen. Sometimes the game is like that. But yeah, you want to kind of build them with swordsman in mind, but the current meta for swordsman is like very young. It's like a newborn baby. Everyone thought that Mihawk would come in and be this like the start of the swordsman meta, not knowing that he would be released and be anti-swordsman.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so they released a unit that basically kills a meta that's not existent yet.
He's anti-Ichigo.
Yeah, he's anti-Ichigo. He's anti-Dai, which is actually super funny, is that if Dai hits him with an ult, he takes so little damage that it actually just wastes all his skills and everything.
Wow. Yeah, I was reading him, and I was like, why does he take such reduced damage? I mean, it makes sense from the continuity for, like, the character from One Piece, but, like, yeah, I guess. I feel like he would have been better if he could have been better on the team.
Yeah, like, if his... because currently he has, like, a 5% cooldown reduction for all tech units. If that was tech units and swordsman, it would be like we wouldn't be having this conversation. It'd be like, oh, yo, Ichigo's good. He's like insane, but that's not currently what we got. So currently he's just a really good unit that needs like a home. Basically, he's like a stray puppy. Like, please put me in a good place.
You know what? If he wants to come home, I will graciously accept him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be more than happy to have Ichigo join my account right now. And Mihawk.
Yeah, that'd be real nice. And it'd be real fun. Because the funny thing is that I actually do have like so Rukia's brother, who I cannot pronounce the name of, I think it's Byakuya?
Yeah, Byakuya.
Byakuya, he was a PvP reward and
wow,
like,
really?
Yeah,
that's
he was
annoying.
super him, and there's like a bunch of like, so if you want to know, like, so a lot of PvP people are exclusive to a PvP banner. So you have units like he's in it, Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom, Kakashi. You have like some people were asking me a little while ago, like, yo, it'd be sick if Kakashi was in here, and I go, he is.
Yeah, I've seen him on the database.
Yeah, he's around, but like to be able to get him is pretty tough. And you kind of want to build him with Rukia on the team, and I think there is a way to do it because Rukia is currently, before Ichigo, was the strongest swordsman. Well, actually, that's not true because Dai is a swordsman. But there are a bunch of good swordsmen that you just want to use tandem together, and you just need a team to put them together.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I do think that like they're gonna be building that meta up because Sasuke's coming up, and it's teen Sasuke, so he's using. Man, you got the old Ichigo. That's a.
Yep. I wasn't even gonna comment on that. Dick kick. Just give me the old one. But you know what? I'll be optimistic. That's overburst fodder. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, that's always something to look forward to.
I
Is
already
that
have
there-
it. I have the old Ichigo already. I think he's 5-star though, but I have him and he's already max overburst. So I'll just feed him if I get the new one.
Yeah, that's what I do every single time I get a new one. But yeah, there are some swordsmen like in the current like lineup. There's only one that I know of, but I just know in me that they're going to be releasing more swordsmen. That's going to make like he's too good a unit, and they always like when you look at light day one light compared to current day light only got better, and they do like to like buff units in like really weird and specific ways.
Hmm.
Because even units that were released that were kind of bad, like Vivi at one point was actually very bad, and then out of nowhere they buffed her, and now she's like one of the most used units in the entire game.
That's
So
funny.
Yeah, so I do have hope for his future. Like he's one of those people that like I don't like writing off any unit until I like it's been a good enough time. If a month passes and he's still not super used, then I'll write him off. But right now he's like too good in theory to like not. And also, and for like this is all PvP related. In PvE, he's busted.
Really?
Like, yeah, in raids and stuff, I would love to have him in any like in like fighting any intelligent raid, especially with like after Mihawk and how they're building towards a much harder like raid system. I would love to have Ichigo on the team. Like, the only reason I don't want to go hard for him is because a lot of it is kind of PvP. But once that intelligent raid comes in, I'm going to be regretting not having him, and I'm going to be hoping that my friends have plenty of him up there.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I was talking to Zen the other day about, and this is on a side note, of course, about the possibility of like, characters like when characters like Killua would come back, and he was like him and Yusuke for more specifics, and he was like they haven't come back at all since they came out, but he also said they're like less than 2 months old or whatever.
Yeah.
So when do you think if I don't pull Ichigo, he's gonna come back? 'Cause I'm starting to feel like we might not pull the new Ichigo. Game, new Ichigo, please, not old Ichigo. Anyways, yeah. Oh, and Orihime, awesome. Where's the new one?
Oh yeah, she's just inviting you over. Like, come on,
Yeah, exactly. Come
come
on.
home. I think like so. I'm almost positive they're gonna be on that free JA ticket. If they're not,
Oh
then
yeah, I
that's
forgot about that.
yeah. Everyone did because actually, funny enough, it's thanks to dudes like you, or is a very tiny community. So we always failed to get even 1,500.
Oh yeah.
We've failed the last two like Twitter rewards, and one time they just gave us the pity of like, we know you tried your hardest. Here,
This
have
time we blew it out the water though.
we blew it out the water by doing it 4 hours, and I think we may have made someone in the Japanese studio cry. Like that is like, and they also totally weren't expecting any of it to happening at all. I saw one. Damn.
Swordsman I don't want.
Wrong.
That needs a
swordsman.
new. Yeah, I know. That needs a new unit, I would say. Kenshin.
Yeah,
Hopefully he's
definitely.
not the only 5-star swordsman in this pool. No JoJo.
No JoJo. Funny enough, new JoJo coming. All thanks to you talking about not wanting any more JoJo.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the one of my favorite things from that Twitter reward was a Japanese person saying, "There's a lot of foreigners here."
Oh yeah, I saw that. They were like a lot of foreigners.
A lot of foreigners, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. We're here."
Yeah, we play your
but
game.
Definitely. It almost makes me think like maybe they should include some more English just to help us out now that they know we're here. But I think like someone like Yusuke and Killua would show up in another banner down the road that would be like similar to the current ones we have, where it's like here's these 4 JAs in it, and they're in it. Because I think like we get those every like I want to say 3 months or so. Otherwise, like the way for a unit to come back is to be super effective against a raid unit. And then they'll have like a special banner with them in it, and then 2 other free people, 2 other like characters you're used to being in banners who are super effective in it. And then the most common trend they did is that they'll also make sure to buff one of the older units so that they're helpful in raid units.
That's pretty cool, though, that they go back and, like, update the units. I mean, it can be kind of equivalent to something like, you know, Dokkan Awakening, but they don't really change the stats too much, do they? It just change the skills?
No, they just change skills. They buff old-timers. They change passive.
That's still pretty good, though, because I like that idea as opposed to just producing a new unit.
I think it's better in the long run to balance your game that way.
Yeah.
Just because, like, a lot of these, you know, let's be real here. The cast in this game is going to be stupid big. Not everyone's going to get a version 2. Not everyone is Naruto. Not everyone is Sasuke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh!
Okay, we'll take that.
See, all we needed to do was talk about how good Or was, and Or was like, here you go.
Okay. This is, so for anybody that doesn't know at home, every unit, basically, and correct me if I'm mistaken, but every unit can be a 3-star natural, right?
Yep, everyone can be a 3-star, everyone can be a 4, and everyone can be a 5.
So this is the new Ichigo that we want. It's just he's not naturally 5-star, so I have to put in the work to make him 5-star, assuming I don't pull another. But ultimately, we got our target.
Yeah, you got your good. You're good.
Yeah, finally. There's actually a 5-star in here, so
Oh, Gin the dog. I love Gin the dog though.
I don't love him. He's so common for me.
He's the
gone.
That's a fucking the troll god that looks like a. But yeah, Jin the dog is one of my favorite shonen heroes because he defeats his final enemy by who is a bear by spinning so hard he chops his head off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great.
We'll do one more for good luck.
Yeah, at that point now. But yeah, a lot of characters aren't just gonna get another version, so I think it's better to buff them, and then I think it's really cool to buff like specific units to help people because the raid units are very helpful in PvP, and the easier it is to get them, the better. So to go like, hey, here's a super common card you probably have a bunch of. Why don't we actually just make them very good for you? Well, back-to-back 5.
See, this is what happens. I get into cold streaks, and then I get into hot streaks. And when I get into damn hot streaks, I want to keep going. Now I want to summon again.
You're like a casino.
They do it on purpose. Wow.
Wow, now it's time to stop. That's a 5 JoJo. I really hope that this is the culmination of like that damn, I can't believe the new JoJo comes out and you go like, I don't even want to waste it on a summon. I don't want to do anything. I'm gonna put one ticket like and you pull them first try.
I know. Can't end like that though. It can't end that way. Oh, and I'm gonna skip this one.
Yeah, good.
Oh wow.
Everyone should have skipped. Oh well, there's still a chance of a 5 in there.
Yeah. It just can't end with a 5-star JoJo. The funny thing is I don't have anything against JoJo. I don't want to watch it.
They're so common in this game.
Yeah. The characters in particular are super common. I'll be happy to end on this. Also, that Ace is pretty cool.
Oh, Ace is actually super good, too.
Yeah, I want to continue mine. I don't think he's fully soul boosted. Or not soul boosted, over boosted.
Overboost, yeah.
Yeah.
Ace is pretty good.
Soul boost? Oh, Legends. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Different game. Different company. I was going to say different company, but no, it's actually just a bunch of the company all in one.
Yep, basically. But we were able to ultimately pull Ichigo, so I'm happy about that, even though he's only a 3-star, but I will take it. In fact, let's go ahead and commit treason right now. Look at that Krillin just individually.
That curtain alone Krillin, it speaks so much.
Let's commit treason really quick before we leave. All right, so we got that. Hold on. Where's my new Ichigo?
He's right there. He's right below Ace.
Yeah, there we go. All right, baby. Let's do it.
Damn, you got a lot of these, too.
I think I'll save this, though, for his last one, actually.
Oh, yeah, for
to
the
make
victory?
him victory. Yeah, I'm going to
actually,
save it for
what's
victory.
funny is that you can actually, if you had, that would actually be a waste of time. If you got all those Ichigos to 5 and just did a full-on, it'd be... Like, it'd be overkill at that point, but you would have enough to have
I would, but this is funny because I have the old one and I can just go boom. Wow, one short? Seriously? One?
Wow, that DFree look.
One short? Seriously? There we go.
Well, faithfully, you have one more. Don't use a 60. Use one of the 30s. You're like giving them.
No, I'll finish him off later. I want to train him up, but I'm excited about that. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, just on a side note, what's this percentage thingy right here?
Crit chance.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense because it's very low generally.
Yeah, when you get more overboost, you get more crit as well.
Ah,
And when
okay.
you do victory, you get like the crit is actually fairly new. It's not like game breaking, but it's pretty good to have. You can have
So
someone like Killua if you build him up crit, where he just because his ult hits multiple times. You can just have it so that like every other move he does is like crit, 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 crit. Enemy's dead.
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed the summons with Wokey again. This time, the summons were actually woke, and bad pun intended, but we actually got what we wanted, so I'm in a good mood. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you were new. Thank you for joining me, man. It was a pleasure. And when Sasuke comes out, is he going to be a summoner raid?
We don't know. Actually, if you want to check out the new units, you can do that on the news section. He's right there.
Well, if he's a banner, then we'll be back for some more summons.
Yes, of course. I'm pretty
right.
positive he's a banner. There's like a 50-50 shot he's the new PvP unit, but I think he's too good. Like he's too much of a loved character from Naruto to be PvP only. You
That
make
is
money
true.
with that guy.
Yeah, that's true. But then they also can still make several other teen Sasuke's. So
No, it's true.
yeah, depending on like what part of Shippuden he's from. So yeah.
No, yep, that's true. They can do plenty.
Yeah, because they haven't even gotten to the end of Shippuden era and then into the last era with the Naruto teen that's in the game yet. He's just from the pain fight. So he's just going Sage mode. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then there, who knows? Sky's the limit when it comes to Sasuke. So still hoping for Curse Seal, arm break Sasuke at some point.
Wow. All right, we'll catch you all in the next one. Have an awesome day and take it easy.
Bye.